Hey,
Hello.
hey, Olivia.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome to my humble podcast. Thank you for your time to
Woo.
record with me tonight. Um,
Well, yeah.
so how are you? How have you been?
Good. Just training a lot, getting ready for camp next week. So yeah. Good though. Good.
That's next week.
Yeah, it's next week. Oh, does not everyone know that? Oh.
No, I mean they know there's an upcoming camp because of the FIFA window, but
Right.
yeah, I just didn't realize it's already next week.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I was like, oh my gosh,
Right.
crazy.
Okay. So, during my recording with Chandler months ago, she mentioned that it was more of you who wanted to try again and play for the national team. So, could you walk us through your journey from camps and until finally representing in the Asian Cup qualifiers?
All right, we're gonna go back. Let's see. I mean, it's a bit similar with Chandler. I mean, we both started back in 2012. I think more her. I think at that time she was doing it. I wasn't really involved as much, but I came out and played with them in a couple of games and stuff, and then I was like, oh, this is cool. I want to be a part of this. And so since then, I think when the next every single camp after that I've been a part of and in and out of, and obviously like trying to get our passports and like getting to be a part of the team, things don't work out, and so like there there was a point where we were just like, maybe it's just not meant to be. And then last year, yeah, we were just like, should we do it with the Asian Cup qualifiers coming up? And I was like, we should do it. I think if it doesn't work out this time, then we know it's not meant for us. So I definitely was the one that was pushing her to do it, because she was a little bit wary, because we hadn't been playing for a while because of COVID and everything, and we got sent home from school early and all this stuff. But I was just like, you know what? If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But I think we should at least give it one last go, one last try, and then everything happened. So yes, it was good.
Thank you for trying again.
I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm glad I did.
We all are. So,
Thank you.
despite your lack of international experience, and as you've said, it was your first time during the qualifiers, so you were um kind of propelled or pushed to that keeper position for the first time in the highest regional tournament in Asia. So how did that feel, and how was your mentality like adjusting to that?
I think going in the very first game, I was like, on the surface, I don't know what I looked like on the field during that Thailand game, but in my brain, I was just like, I was literally, I didn't even know. I was so nervous. I was just trying everything to just like calm myself down and be like, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's not life or death. And um, I think that just going through my brain that we really needed to win that game too was the biggest game of the tournament, if you think about it. Um, and I think that, um, I mean, nothing can really prepare you for that stuff. I mean, all the training we did for the 3 months in California, and I mean, that really helped us too. But that mentality of like being in the moment and knowing you need to do what you need to do, and not letting the pressure get to you. And I think that was something that I had to really take on in that moment. So I was scared, but it worked out okay. So
But now you're saying that you're scared, but honestly, like just looking back, you didn't look like you were scared at all. So like just really composed the whole time. And yeah, so especially during the PK shootouts, I was recording with Jess McLatty a few days ago, and she mentioned about how Coach Allen would talk about like it's not pressure, but more of like pride and privilege. So
Mhm.
how proud are you of that accomplishment, and how does it motivate you going forward?
I can just say I'm the most proud that I've ever been in my life. I think this is like one of the greatest accomplishments ever, getting to represent our country and our families and our friends and everybody, and not just doing it for ourselves but for so many other people. I think that's where the pride really comes from, not in yourself but for other people and for an entire country. I mean, it's the most amazing feeling. And I think also, Coach Allen would tell us too, like right before the Thailand game, he said, pressure is not this game, but pressure is not being able to put food on the table for your family and getting up and finding a job and stuff like that, real life problems. And that really stuck with me. And in the way that it's just a game and it's something that we've been doing our entire lives. And I know what to do. I know what I have to do. And if something goes wrong, so be it. But we move on to the next thing. And I just think that that really goes in goes hand in hand with the pride that you feel for other people and all the people that we played for. So yeah.
Yeah, it's great when Jess McClat shared that with me. It's kind of like it's already stuck in my head. Like,
Hmm.
it really changes your mentality about pressure. Yeah, and what
Hmm.
people think of you. So
Hmm.
yeah, thank you, Coach Allen.
Yeah, thanks, coach.
Okay, so talk to me about the McDaniel playing style. So you have Finn and Chandler to test you, and then your dad to train you. So how did that relationship with your siblings and your dad, molded you to the player, to the goalkeeper that you are now?
I think it definitely helped me because they're really hard on me. I think I'm really hard on them too, but they're really hard on me in the way that when let's say they're shooting on me and helping me train and stuff. If I make a mistake or if I don't do something that I should, they're on top of me. But they're very helpful in the way that when I ask them as a forward or as someone shooting on a goalkeeper, like what I need to do better on and what they need to do better on. So I think it's so helpful having someone in that position, because if they were both defenders, I don't know what I would have done. Would have been a lot more difficult.
Right, right.
Um, yeah, but just having them around to be able to tell me, like, let's say we're working on 1v1s, and Chandler always tells me like this will help you, because whenever I see a goalkeeper do this, it scares me, and that's a good thing to do. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. And it goes hand in hand both ways. So it's very helpful, annoying, but very helpful. Oh, annoying sometimes, but I love
Nice. So what's been your best or favorite save so far with the national team?
my favorite save. Hmm. There's been some important ones. I'll say my favorite super super important save would be probably one of the PK saves. That was pretty good. But I think my favorite save so far that I've made was my one against South Korea, where I had to like tip it past the back post. I like that one.
I remember that.
Like, even though we
Yeah,
lost, but I did really well in that moment.
you did. You did really well in that game. And what do you love most about being a goalkeeper?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't have to run. That's it. Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably my.
I heard you hate running.
It's not my favorite. I'll do it. I'll do it. But it's just not my favorite thing in the world.
Mhm. But
Yeah.
if you had to choose a different position, where would you play?
Oh, I'd play up top in a heartbeat. 100%. I'd be scoring goals all day. I think it's too much hanging out with my sister, I think.
Yeah.
But well, when I was younger, I used to be one. And then my dad was like, you don't have endurance, you can't run, so let's put you in the goal. And I was like, okay, fine. And that worked out, I guess.
Right. So, one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time, Oliver Kahn, said, so goalkeepers need to have an element of insanity. So, my question to you is, how crazy are you? Or are you crazy?
I think I'm crazy in some ways. I think I'm crazy in the sense that I'm a goalkeeper. The fact that I want to be one, I think makes goalkeepers kind of crazy, because that's just like an insane thing to do. Like having someone shoot a ball at you, like sometimes really, really hard. Like that's scary in itself. But yeah, I'd say I'm kind of crazy. I don't know. In some ways I am, I think. I think I'm quirky. I think goalkeepers are really quirky too in their own way.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So, according to your university's player profile, so you wanted to become a sports broadcaster and work at ESPN. Is that still true, or has anything changed, or what are your goals outside football?
I mean, I don't think that's a goal of mine anymore. I think things have definitely changed since then. My goals outside football, I think, me and my family, well, me and my sister and my brother, when we're not with our teams and playing football, we're working with our family at our family business that we have here. And I think family is like super important to us. And I think before I didn't really understand what it meant to like run a business and stuff. So I didn't really want to have anything to do with it. And I wanted to go do all this stuff and be a sports broadcaster. And I thought I wanted to do all these things, but I've become such a homebody now with the pandemic and everything. And I've become so used to being with my family all the time. And we've been working together and been together for so long, and we've become so close. So I think growing that and helping my family grow the business too is super important and a goal of mine, I think, for sure.
Nice. I'm sorry. Could you share what the family business is?
We own like a construction company. We
Mm.
install like industrial sized doors, like roll up doors,
Mm.
like that go on like parking structures and stuff. And but it's crazy how much like gets involved in it. It's kind of boring, but I mean, I find it super interesting now. but, but yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Nice. Okay. So you mentioned earlier that you're training. Is there anything that you're particularly working on to prepare for the upcoming friendlies and the World Cup?
Mm, I think just trying to stay sharp. Um, I mean, and just like tighten some screws. Obviously, every single time they're like, no one's ever going to be good enough. And I think just continually working on bettering yourself in different fields. Um, so I wouldn't say I'm specifically working on something, but I think just all around, just trying to up my game as much as I can before we get to next summer and get to the World Cup, and especially these friendlies too, helping us become more cohesive as a team on the field, off the field, and on the field, especially with working together. I think that'll really help everybody.
Right. Okay. And if you can still remember, you joined us in a Zoom meeting after you qualified, and you mentioned how you didn't want to face the USA in the World Cup. Has it changed? Do you feel more confident now?
I think so. I mean, in order for us to grow as a team, I think we've got to play against the best of the best. And I mean, if that means we're gonna have to go and get our ass kicked by one of the best teams in the world, then so be it. But I think we've got to at least give them a run for their money in any way possible that we can. So And I think that's important too, to create longevity for the program, not just for right now, but for the future generations that are coming after us. We want to grow this program continually on and make sure that it stays in this competitive nature that it's in right now. And I think playing those top teams and putting ourselves in the conversation will really, really help for the future as well. So yeah, bring it on. Bring it
Nice.
on.
I love it. I love the spirit. Okay, so let's go to the social media questions now. So from Believes Bolival. Okay. So question number one, who are the goalkeepers that she idolizes or tries to emulate? And two, if you were given a choice, which defenders, non-Filipina, could be male or female, would you like to be in front of you?
Ooh. Well, goalkeepers I really look up to. There's so many. I think when I was younger, Hope Solo was like the girl. Like I just loved everything about her. She was everything. Um, but like now every weekend me and my family watch the English Premier League, and just watching like Hugo Lloris at Tottenham, or in the Bundesliga, Neuer. And even though Man United's having a bad season, David De Gea, I still think he's great. He's just having a rough patch. It's fine. But Mendy at Chelsea. I mean, there's so many. I think yeah, those are they've really stuck out to me in the last year, and I've tried to really model my game after what each of them are very good at and their strengths.
So
Oh,
for
and
the
then the
yeah.
defender question. Sorry. The defender question. Oh, that's so hard. Um, center backs. Say like Sergio Ramos, um, Bright from England. She's pretty good. The girl on France, Renard, is that her name? That's her. Yeah,
Yeah, Wendy Renard.
she is freaking amazing. I would have her in my backline any day. Yeah, there's one more I'm forgetting. Think. It's not coming to me. It's okay. For right now, I'll go with them. I'll think of him.
All
He's
right.
on the he's
No worries. Okay, from question from Andrew. What was the best advice that she received from Coach Allen?
Best advice. Hmm. Does he give good advice? No, I'm just kidding. This piece of advice. I think going back to what I said earlier about pressure, when he was trying to bring it down to a level that we could, like, that wouldn't freak us out. With pressure isn't playing in this game or playing for a World Cup title, or playing in a high stakes game like that. Pressure is trying to put food on the table for your family, and like real life problems like that. That's pressure. And the whole pressure is pride, and the pride and privilege to be out there. I think those have really stuck with me, definitely. And actually, like, has helped me throughout the year too. I think in the games and with life in general, I think it's really brought me back down to earth. And when times where I feel like I'm not doing good enough, or I'm not going to be good enough, I just think back to there's bigger problems somewhere else, and I just need to bring it back down to here and be like, this is fun. This is fun. We're having fun. So
Okay. So next question will be from Don Don. Uh how was your experience playing in the artificial grass of Rizal? I've seen it, but talk to me about it.
um look, I I liked it. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was bad at all. I mean, does turf burn suck? Yeah, but that's what you get for playing on turf. But I thought it was a great field. I thought the atmosphere was great, and the field itself wasn't too bad at all. I really liked it. So, and I think it helped in our favor too because I don't think a lot of the other teams in the tournament in AFF like had played on turf a lot. So I think that that helped us. So yeah, I liked it. It was good. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. The next question would be from Quench. 2 questions. I would like to ask Olivia which team she thinks is the strongest among all the countries who qualified in the World Cup. And question 2, if ever they play against the US in the upcoming World Cup, which player she thinks would make the hardest goal to stop?
Hmm. Hardest team that's qualified for the World Cup. I mean, it's got to be like a USA or a Germany or an England right now, I think, or France. Those are the heavy hitters at the moment, or Spain. Spain's looking good too. Definitely, like Europe is looking really aggressive and competitive, and obviously the USA is always competitive. Canada too. Canada's really it's hard. It's hard to nail down because I know there's a number one in the world, but like on any given day, someone can lose. So yeah, I think definitely those teams are really really going to be hard to beat next year. And then the hardest person to stop a goal from on the USA or just anyone on the
Um,
US?
I think, yeah, and the US team.
Hmm. They've got some forwards right now. I mean, I think Sophia Smith, she's so good. I mean, obviously there's Alex Morgan. But I think Sophia Smith is like really, really truly talented. And also once she's healthy again, Katarina Macario is just so lethal. I think she's just incredible. So yeah, definitely those three for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. From RD, who is your footballing inspiration or idol growing up? And this next question, you've answered this. So yeah. So who's your footballing inspiration or idol growing up?
Hmm. I feel like I've had so many. Definitely for the position I'm in, for sure was definitely Hope Solo. I think I just absolutely idolized her and just wanted to model everything after her. Um, she just on the field, her passion, her just aggressiveness, her competitiveness, I think was just unmatched for her time. And she's just absolute unit. I just loved her. Um, I think, hmm, is there anybody else who I idolized? I mean, who idolize Messi is just if you ask me, I'm Ronaldo girl for the GOAT talk. So I think Ronaldo as well. He's just his work ethic and being able to being able to stay in the game for as long as he has and still be competitive and I think that's just something to definitely emulate and his work ethic and his mindset too has just been absolutely incredible. So yeah.
Okay. So you're like just like your sister, Team Ronaldo.
This is a Ronaldo household. This is a Ronaldo household. It's
Okay.
Messi. He's a great player, but Ronaldo.
All right. So question from Nicholas. Have you received any offers from a professional club yet? And who among the Filipinas is the best shot taker? What I mean by this is whose shot is the hardest one for you to stop?
Hmm. Um, Pro team wise, there's, I mean, a little bit here and there, but I mean, if there's something that's meant to be and supposed to happen, then it'll happen. But I think right now, just taking it day by day and focusing on getting ready for the next window. So yeah, can't really say much else about that. Hardest shot taker on the team is definitely my sister, 100%. I've never seen anyone shoot it harder than her except me. So either me or her. But I guess since she's the forward, I'll give it to her. When she's healthy, she can hit a ball freaking hard. So I'll definitely say Chandler for sure.
All right. So how is she now though? I've seen the update posted recently.
Hmm. She's doing good. She's running, she's jumping,
Oh,
she's
nice.
getting back. Yeah, so I'm really excited for her. She's excited. She's finally getting back to doing normal people things. Normal soccer people things. She still can't cut, but I mean that's to be expected. But she's moving. She's doing really well, so I'm excited for her.
Yeah, we all are. Can't wait for it to be back. And next
Mhm.
question. This is a fun one. So from Cat One. What's your pregame ritual and who's your funniest teammate?
Hmm. Pre-game ritual would probably be messing around with Jessica Cowart and Jess McClat in the locker room, just dancing around, just keeping it light, keeping it fun. When I get too serious, I get in my head. So like whenever I'm in the locker room by myself, I'll like seek them out and we'll just come together and we'll just start messing around in the locker room and dancing and stuff. So I'd say that's a little bit of a ritual for me, just making sure I'm not like super serious, but not too serious and in my head. So definitely hanging out with those two crazy girls. And then funniest on the team, personally, I can't say myself. I think I'm pretty hilarious. So I will say Jess Coar is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life. And she seriously, but don't tell her this because it can't let her get to her head. She's an egomaniac. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, seriously, one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life, hands down. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. And what's your favorite food that you cannot eat during a tournament or like when you're training or in camp?
Oh, chocolate chip cookies. I crave them. Crave them. They're my favorite thing in the world. Simple but delicious, and I can't eat them. Oh,
I
love.
feel like I want one. From from Cali Nueva, favorite anime character.
Oh, that's so hard. You can't make me choose one. Right now, my favorite anime character, his name is Gojo. He's from Jujutsu Kaisen. Great show. But like favorite all-time anime character, I'm gonna have to say Naruto from Naruto. Love him. Just go. Yeah. I've got like a bunch of others too.
All right, and another fun one too from CTX22 on Twitter. Besides BTS, what other K-pop groups do you listen to?
Oh, I could go on. Let's name them. Stray Kids, TXT, Monster X, Blackpink, ITZY. Let's see. Let me just look at my wall. Who's hanging on my wall? Um, who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting someone. For now, that's that. Oh, and Hypen. Um, yeah, that's it for now. But yeah, I stand a lot of groups. Okay,
Wow.
yeah.
I only know Blackpink. So
Hey,
from all you
comeback's coming soon. I'm super excited.
Okay. So I received feedback that I should be asking more questions. So I added a rapid fire portion. So like I kind of like a this or that. Okay. So just choose one, okay?
Okay,
All right. Rapid fire. Don't have to think.
okay.
Okay.
I'll try not to think.
All right. Back three or back four?
Back four.
Save a penalty or step up to take one?
Step up to take one.
Ooh. Making a save from a 1v1 or a save from a free kick outside the box?
Ooh. 1v1.
1v1. Okay. Getting a clean sheet where the ball barely reaches you or winning a game but you conceded?
Wouldn't it? Oh, I don't want to concede a goal. No, I can't concede a goal. So we'll not touch the ball. If I'm not touching the ball, my team's doing something right. So we'll go with that. Game's going well.
All right. And starting the build up of an attack from the back with the defenders or kicking it long straight up to the attackers?
I do love to be involved, but I think building out. I like to build out better. It's cleaner.
Okay. Awesome. So kind of revealed something about you. And my last question for my own curiosity, and I haven't asked this in a while, and this being Futbol Brew, and I am a coffee junkie. How do you like your coffee? And if you don't drink coffee, what is your preferred beverage? Please don't say water.
I don't drink coffee, but I'm obsessed with green tea. Green tea, black tea, obsessed. Just plain, nothing in it, no sugar. I will drink it all day, every day. Love.
All right. No,
I'm boring. Sorry.
At least you did say water.
True. Well, you told me not to say water, but that's true. That's true.
Right. Okay. And Liv, lastly, your message to the stakeholders of Philippine women's football or Philippine football in general.
Please, please, please keep supporting us. We're worth it, I promise. But this is just something that all these girls and everyone has put so much love and time and energy into, and I think that the support has just made it 10 times what it has been in the past. And I think the support from all the fans and people who have put their time into to us has just been just incredible. So just please continue to support us and love us. And we love you back. We love our supporters and our fans and our countrymen and everyone. So thank you for your support, and Laban Filipinas. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Olivia. That's it. Thank you for your time.
I
Appreciate
saw your shirt. It looks great. Love it. Yeah,
Thank
represent.
Yeah, it's in production now, so you girls will get yours
Hey.
soon.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Can we
have a good day? Yeah.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.